Finally, just you and me. Right, with such a plethora of pop-punk bands out there, many, if not most of them, go under everyone's radar. Many of them can claim a few thousand listeners, some even fewer than that. But it's clear that all of them are dedicated to their musical craft, like you are to your craft, or I am to mine. Craft. It makes me feel less depressed. Halfway Atlantic are one such band, releasing their third EP, Drop Dead, on February 24th. This group from Austin, Texas only recently came onto my radar, which is kind of weird because I'm usually quite good at finding the smaller, more underground bands, but honestly, these guys just completely passed me by. Regardless, their latest EP, while not necessarily adding anything revolutionary or new to the genre, is an admirable inclusion to the already mentioned plethora. One thing before we get started though, Halfway Atlantic, perfectly great band name, nothing wrong with that, but is it just me, or do the oceans get used way too frequently with pop-punk band names? I'm not complaining, it's just you've got Halfway Atlantic, Twin Atlantic, Stand Atlantic, Across the Atlantic, Hello Atlantic, For Atlantic, Over Atlantic, and then you've got like 6 bands that are just called Atlantic. And that's just one ocean. They say that the Earth is 71% oceans, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's the same stat for the band names too. Anyway, we begin Drop Dead with the title track, which introduces us to the band's take on the pop-punk genre. It's about as catchy as you'd expect, with the rhythm and lead guitars doing quite a bit of the work. The bridge allows for the instrumentation to really let loose, with the guitarists and drummers just really going for it. Fun fact, the drummer's name is Sal Ferrari, which is an amazing name. Sal didn't crash his car into a drum kit, making him tonight's big loser. This titular track ends on a smooth lead riff, which brings us into the second track, Phantom Pain. This is currently my favourite of the releases. It's just really solid. Snake. It's this track where the guitar work really takes off, with an impressive solo and powerful rhythm guitars going hand in hand. Following this is There Is Nothing But Hope Anymore, which brings the tempo up just a tad. Vocalist Matt Vermouth really presents his singing ability in this track, pushing his vocals and lyricism a little bit further every single verse. This song also brings in the main theme of the EP, that being pushing forward and advancing in life. With only hope left, all we can do is keep pushing forward for a better world, and it's nice to see, well, it's nice to hear positive vibes, even from a smaller band. After everything we've been through, I think some positive vibes are very necessary. Doesn't matter whether they're the most popular band in the world, or just some little guys making music. Positive vibes never go amiss. Midway Arctic's EP ends on its most blatant example of this, the song Better Days. With some spoken word lyricism and just a catchy upbeat riff, Better Days supports the ideology that was presented in the previous song, mainly pushing forward. Everything and everyone will eventually be okay, and it's about holding on to that little bit of hope that you have left. And that's it, just a concise 4-track EP that cements the belief of positive thinking. What more do you need? Understandably, Equidistant Indian aren't breaking any boundaries, and I'm fairly sure a lot of bands in the genre aren't trying to do that, but that's why I like this one. It's not trying to be something more, and it's not trying to be something that it isn't. It's just a short but sweet 4-track record about feeling good. And I'll tell the band this, it worked for me. With the sun finally turning up, it seems that better days are on the horizon for both us and Intermediate Pacific. Intermediate Pacific. Okay, stop taking the piss. Stop taking the piss. Medial Southern. You know, I realised that entire thing while I was filming, I didn't eat any of this, I just held it. That took me like half an hour to do. I didn't even unwrap it. What am I doing? Oh well. I guess I'll just have another one.